There's so many things happening in this movie, it's very hard to keep track. Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Hi, my name is Mira and welcome back to my channel. A little bit of cutesy love for you guys for watching my videos. Thank you so much. I've seen some familiar faces in the comments down below and I appreciate that so very much. So and I hope that you still being entertained watching this video. So yeah, that's just me saying video a little bit too much. But I hope you get this affection that I have towards you guys, so thank you so much for that. Now today we'll be talking a little bit about a sequel named Disenchanted. So just when I previously talked about a good sequel in my previous video, I'll put the link here, somewhere here, or maybe just a little bit of snippet here, and a way for you to access that video again, because why not show that video some love, right? Still, I say video way too much. Okay, here comes a sequel that sort of overwhelms the original. It's not horrible though. There's horrible sequels and there's a sequel that tried too much, just like Disenchanted. Probably best if I review it thoroughly, but before that, a short synopsis. Enchanted ended with Giselle having her happily ever after, or so it seemed. Now, Disenchanted starts by informing the audience that life is just not that easy. Giselle is a full-fledged mom now. She marries the love of her life, has a child of her own with him, and finally moves to a bigger house in the suburb so she can start her very own family adventure. But things are still hard, and she yearns for a simpler time, like when she was in Andalusia or Andalusia. Yeah, either one of those things. So when the opportunity presents itself, she decided to wish for a fairy tale life, and she gets what she wants. But of course, there's a catch. What once seemed like a blessing slowly became a curse, and Giselle, with the other characters, must break it, or everything will become permanent, including her evil self. Forever. Is that scary enough? I feel like it's scary enough. And that's the synopsis. Let's move on to the spoiler-free review. If I can pick one sentence to fully describe Disenchanted, it's like Enchanted, but on steroids. By the way, from my perspective, you don't really have to watch the first movie, which is Enchanted, if you haven't watched it. The sequel sums it up rather perfectly to prepare us for what's next. And also, it's so simple. Enchanted is a classic love story with a real-life twist, but this movie, wow. There's more storyline interwoven with one another, increasing the complexity of storytelling. Then there's the gaggle of new characters. Even though it's not that many, it is still a lot. Then more songs and more dance numbers. Even the drama is elevated. For me, there are too many things going on, so it's hard to focus on what's important. I do appreciate how the movie wants to explain a little bit more about how the magic works and how Andalusia plays a part in the character's life. And I especially like another side of Giselle. You can even see it in the trailer and how it affects how she looks and acts. However, I am not so sure I like how the story ends and feels confused on what the core message the movie or Disenchanted wants to convey. Sometimes movies are like this. The people behind it wants to put on a good show and tell a lot of stuff, but ends up confusing the viewers and left us feeling depleted, maybe deprived of a good conclusion. Regardless, I enjoy the sequel. The story is refreshing, and even though the ending was not my cup of tea, I can appreciate Disney's effort to make something different with the intellectual property that they already have. Compared to this, Enchanted was rather predictable and mundane. This one is a firework. An unpredictable and loud firework, but can be captivating nonetheless. Okay, now spoiler fuel review. Spoiler full review. What is spoiler fuel? And maybe for this part of this review, I will tell you some of the things that I like first. I love that Idina Menzel get her time to shine with not one, but two great musical numbers. She has been involved since the first movie, and I think it's a missed opportunity that she didn't sing at all in Enchanted, since she's a great singer. I mean, she is the Queen of Arendelle. Or is it ex-queen now? Anyway, you know who I'm talking about. So when she had the opportunity to do what she does best, I was overjoyed. It's about time. And if you pay attention closely, the movie pay homage to multiple Disney classics, shown in many aspects such as production design and songs. There were several notable names being called in a song, and there's a few artifacts belong in several Disney movies, especially those involving princesses. Plus, the two women helping Malvina ended up dressing like Cinderella's stepsisters, which is just fantastic. However, I am not so sure that I like the transition between the real world and the magical world of Monroville/Monrolusia or something. I think that's the correct name. Please correct me if I'm wrong. The character differences are too jarring, but I guess it's just like a personal choice. Like, I just don't like it because it's what I don't like. I believe it is meant to be very different between Monroville and Monrolusia, to show that Giselle's wish really takes effect. Everyone has a trope assigned to them, hence why Giselle slowly became evil because she's a stepmother. She is destined to be evil, much like in almost every fairy tales. Also, remember how I say that I feel confused about the core message that this movie is trying to convey? I think I get it. Disenchanted is supposed to show that how a relationship between a daughter and the stepmother could work like any other familiar relationship. But the message for me is obscured with everything else that's happening. Giselle struggling with her curse, Andalusia going under, Robert's going on a quest, as you know, a mirror image of him working every day by commuting, and that's sort of like going on a quest, I guess. I don't know. That's why it's so confusing. So yeah, Disenchanted can be overwhelming in many ways. But Disney tried their best to make this work, and I can appreciate that. Just know that you can do better, Disney. Maybe take it easy with the world building and wanting to put so many things in a 2 hours movie. Rather choose a focus next time. Maybe. But that's just my opinion as someone that likes Disney very much and really feels that they can improve from this. I hope you enjoy watching the movie, and probably this is not something that I would fangirl at, but I like seeing familiar stuff from Disney, so this movie makes me happy as well. And that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this trailer. No, I hope you like this movie review. And if you do, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. They are all in my description below. Thank you again so much for watching and for hearing me yap for a few minutes about this movie. And I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye!